Hey, welcome to Copy Chief Radio. Today's show is a Coffee with Kev episode where you and I have a quick chat, just like we were sitting together in the coffee shop. And my goal is to help you solve one specific problem and find new inspiration for taking your copywriting and your business to the next level. To check out all the Copy Chief Radio episode types, go to copychief.com/CCR. When I quit stand-up comedy and got off the road, man, I was stuck. Consider 10 years of driving all over the U.S., sleeping in dingy motels and talking dirty to strangers for laughs. While incredibly fun, left me completely unemployable in the real world. I started doing stand-up when I was 18 and was on the road full time by the age of 20. So aside from a few like short-lived stints, washing dishes and detailing cars, when I left comedy and needed work, a new line of work, I had nothing to put on a resume. And no amount of creative resume fluffing after a decade of telling jokes in hotel lounges makes you look qualified to do anything like a real job in the real world. And I'm sure like the bemused look on my face sitting across from anyone called a human resource officer did nothing to convince them otherwise. Hey, who was I kidding? I'd spent a decade skillfully avoiding anyone called officer. The last thing I wanted was to answer to one every day. Same goes for a supervisor, manager, or boss. I knew how stupid it was for me to apply for a job, but I was clueless about how non-job people made money in the real world. I knew I needed to learn a new skill. Copywriting was years away, hadn't even heard of it yet. So I decided to try bartending. It made sense. I'd spent a lot of time at bars and I knew the culture. Now I just needed to learn all the drinks, right? Simple. So I went to school. And no, it wasn't O'Malley's Tavern to order one of everything. Actual bartending school, the ABC School of Bartending. And I just Googled this and it still exists, still going strong. ABC School of Bartending. It turned out at the time, I remember like this was a major taboo in the bar world, going to bartending school. Apparently real bartenders actually do get their education leaning on a plank of pine, sipping through every mix of every bottle, or at least they claim to. But I was, number one, not that in love with booze, and number two, needed to find work fast. And here's the thing, aside from the quick education about how to mix drinks, the thing that appealed to me most about enrolling in the ABC School of Bartending was that they promised a job placement service. And yes, I was skeptical, right? I figured it was just a carrot they dangled to get you to sign up. To my surprise, though, I actually landed like 3 or 4 different gigs from ABC. Each one, it turned out, more comically wrong for me than the last. The bartending gig that still occasionally haunts a good night's sleep was my very short stint at a high-end Chicago steakhouse where they prided themselves on their selection of port wines. This is not something we covered at ABC. Nor did the steakhouse bother to quiz me or educate me in any way on port wines. Ready, pour, aim. I'll never forget how ignorant, not a place, I felt standing alone behind that elegantly marbled bar in a stiff-collared black button-down, trying like hell to pretend I understood the foreign-sounding words people were saying to me. Customer. Yeah, let me get 2 pours of the Quinta Valado. Me. This one with the round topper thing? The other jobs I got through ABC were less intense, but equally wrong for me because they felt too much like jobs. Uniforms, name badges, time clocks. What was this disturbing world of rules and policies and managers and supervisors? Then I finally landed my best and last bartending gig through a friend of a friend who worked there. It was an old school blue-collar beer and shot joint in Old Town, Chicago. Now we're talking. Finally, somewhere I fit in. Good people, good jukebox, family-owned since the 50s, and not a port wine on the shelf. I worked there for a couple of years and made decent money, all the while dreaming I'd find some way to earn a living as a writer. I dabbled with screenwriting, joke writing, TV sitcom writing, and then journalism. I enjoyed them all, but the path to earning real money seemed heavily guarded by decision makers in catch-22 experience required scenarios. That's why when I finally discovered direct response copywriting, my spine literally tingled. For the first time, I had found an industry where the rules actually favored the freelancer. If you can write decently well and adapt the psychology of selling into print, it is possible to start earning money with little experience and deal directly with the person paying you. All the other writing jobs mean dealing with some twice-removed gatekeeper with their own political power dynamics blocking you from the gig. In freelance copywriting, the only barrier to getting paid is you. If you're able to avoid the typical traps of trying to learn everything all at once before you feel qualified, then the path is really pretty direct. To become a well-paid copywriter, here's what you need to do. Love writing, embrace selling, discover direct response copywriting, develop a copywriting money skill that is in demand, use your special knowledge from other jobs, hobbies, or interests and apply it to your money skill. Study marketing from companies in your area of specialty. Create a portfolio of money skill copy samples. Position yourself as a specialist in your knowledge-focused money skill. Say hello to your future clients, close deals, work hard and deliver good work that gets results. Repeat until your calendar is full. Then raise your fees accordingly and enjoy funny looks from neighbors who can't stand that you earn more than them tapping on your laptop in a coffee shop. If you take pride in your work, show up fully to meet your commitments, and can overcome the shiny object syndrome that keeps you distracted from taking action, then freelancing may be your ticket home. I know it was for me. And I have a course you may or may not know about called Escape Velocity, where I take new copywriters and I teach them the most important things about how to start and grow a freelance copywriting career, which is the things I just laid out, right? Choose one thing, like one copywriting skill that you feel naturally drawn to, right? Maybe it's writing email, maybe it's writing sales pages, landing pages, video scripts. You know, if you're going to be good at this, you're going to get good fast and you're going to find your thing quickly. I've found that to be true. In fact, me and my friend Chris Haddad were just talking about this on his podcast, about telling John Carlton once that when you get good quick. And John was shocked to find out that Chris and I at the time had only both been writing copy for like 3 years. But it's just not unusual. So you got to start there. You got to focus your energy on one thing. And then you just have to understand how to package it and get in front of clients who are looking to hire it, right? You might be shocked to learn, if you're new to copywriting, if you're new to freelancing, how many good companies, good clients, good marketers, smart marketers, plugged-in marketers are scared to hire freelance copywriters because they've been burned in the past and they don't know who to trust. You know, it's easy for a hustler to sound good and capable. And man, it is painful and very costly to find out too late in, say, a launch that your copywriter has no idea what the frick they're doing. And so they're scared to hire, and what they look for is genuinely good, honest people who have the skill to do what they need done. So if you're that kind of person, if you know you can do this, if you know you have the character to show up and deliver good, honest work to clients, then there's just no reason you shouldn't be succeeding. You don't need to do cold outreach. You don't need to battle it out for the lowest fee on Upwork and Freelancer, Fiverr. Nothing wrong with starting there. It just should not be where you stay. There's a better way to do this. It's what I teach in Escape Velocity. And we are opening the doors on December 15th, I believe. If you're on my list, you'll be hearing about it. Copychief.com. Just download the 60-second sales hook and you'll get all my emails. Yeah, if it's what you need, if you've been waiting around or you've been, to start, you're probably waiting too long. Like I said, if you're going to be good, you're going to get good pretty quick. I can show you how to get good quick. And certainly if you've been trying these trendy little fad tactics for how to land clients and finding it loathsome and useless, then please check out my program and let me show you a better way. The success rate is through the roof. I literally lost track of all the people I've been able to help start a career, grow a career, and live the life that is not just a carrot that gets dangled in this industry. If you have the right plan, it's real. And I can tell you, if I can do it, an uneducated, broke-ass comedian can figure out how to make this work. I promise I can teach it to you. So if you're interested, be on my list, watch for emails. I hope to see you in the program. If you have any questions about it, you can always reach me, Kevin@copychief.com. I am here for you. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again soon. Hey, don't forget your goodies. Head over to copychief.com/copychiefradio to get some great free stuff to help you put the things you hear on the show into action for your business. Copychief.com/CCR.